To understand what is really driving Vietnam's retail market and where this momentum is heading, we now welcome Matthew Powell, Director at Savills Hà Nội. He will share key insight into the forces reshaping retail, the opportunities emerging for investors and brands, and what the next chapters of Vietnam's retail growth could look like. Thank you for joining our program today.
Thank you for having me on the show. Happy to be here.
And Vietnam retail market reached $269 billion in 2025. From your perspective, what are the key forces behind this growth?
So it's a very exciting period for retail growth in Vietnam, as you mentioned. We're seeing such high demand from international brands and regional brands and Vietnamese brands looking to expand their presence to take advantage of this growth in consumer confidence. And that's what's driving this growth. It's been driven by demographics, increased households' income, so the spend, so this discretionary spend on retail items, education, and other sectors like that. There's increased awareness and increased influence from regional brands, maybe it's international brands, maybe it's Vietnamese brands, and it's the growing sophistication of the different parts of the retail market, whether it's the e-commerce sector, whether it's physical retails, or whether it's malls, whether it's home delivery. This was coupled with the great economic story of Vietnam, which has been driven by this, huge FDI pouring into the country, fantastic policy and legal changes, making it easier for business to operate, which circles down to the consumer and how they want to spend their income.
And how much of this expansion is driven by structural changes such as rising incomes and urbanizations, and how much is being accelerated by technology and digital platforms?
I would say the majority of the influence is from these structural changes. Fundamentally, there needs to be the income and the confidence and the ability to purchase. The e-commerce side, the technology piece, provides that ability to purchase, but I would view it more as complementary to the wider retail market. It certainly drives a lot of deliveries to my office, and people are getting their deliveries and smaller retail items. But I think for certain segments, there's still a very important part to play for physical retail and how people want to purchase goods and services, but also want to spend their time. Rather than certain items, it's very useful for e-commerce, and that's going to continue to grow. And Vietnam's been a very strong case study for this with mobile phones, internet penetration and ease of use, and growth of the various platforms providing e-commerce sectors, whether it's the large companies or whether it's the individual retailers getting more sophisticated e-commerce platforms to complement the other sides of their business.
Once again, thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.